The world we live in is very temporary, and you are very temporary. You know, I mean, yeah, a year's not that long, and then there'll be another year, and then you're dead. That's really how the world works. And meanwhile, so many people, like, it goes back to what we're talking about at the beginning of this conversation. The focus and concentration on things that are completely unimportant, like your legacy. Like, it's foolish. It's nonsense. Like, no one's going to remember you unless you're fucking Socrates. And even then, who gives a shit? He's dead.
Yeah, he's not here to remember. No, I got this thing, I don't know, God, how many months ago? Maybe 6 months ago, not that long ago. You've probably seen these. It's your life in weeks. Have you seen these calendars?
No.
So it's really cool. So I go to this website and I buy, I think it's called 4K Weeks or something like that. So you go in, you fill in your date of birth, and basically how old you think you're going to live to. So I put 88. So I'm going to live till I'm 88. You have to draw a line in the sand somewhere. And then they send you this calendar with So I get this box where, so it came for me just before my 50th birthday. So it was already filled out to, like, you know, halfway into my 49th year. And every week, like every Sunday, I color in a box.
Jesus Christ.
So, and then what I also put on it is I circled in big red the weeks that each of my kids will go to college. Wow. Which is, as you know, like, that's pretty much the end of you getting to live with your kids.
Yeah.
Which for me is super sad. I mean, I have a whole shift in mindset around that. I'm not quite as sad as I used to be, but then I realize, oh my God, like, the time I'm wasting. You know, I get asked to talk a lot, and I never want to go. You know, people are like, oh, will you come and give this talk in, you know, Aspen and do this and that? And I'm always like, no. Like, I don't want to be away from home. Like, I don't want to go. I have a tiny amount of time left to eat every meal with my kids and see them off to school and do all of that kind of stuff. And when you look at it that way and you realize, like, every week you're coloring in one of those boxes. And by the way, that's best case scenario, right? Like, I could die tomorrow. Right. We have no idea. And so everybody who sees it in my office is like, that's the most depressing thing I've ever seen. But I don't feel that way, actually. It took me a couple of years to get it because I was like, kind of like, oh, that's going to be really depressing. But I'm really glad I did.
Yeah, I don't think it's depressing. It's just reality. It's depressing if you only concentrate on, oh my God, one day it's going to be over. But if you just look at the reality of the amount of time that you have available to you, the amount of time in life, that's just what it is. And it'll help you prioritize. And maybe it'll help you have a more balanced perspective, which is, I think, especially towards people that are high performing, ambitious people that are successful, it's very difficult to get off that horse.